My name is JoAnne Chrones. I'm an Honorary Oblate and a member of the Saskatchewan District community. I'm happy to be here with you for the next few days, sharing our Lenten journey. In today's Gospel, Jesus instructs us, "You have heard how it was said, you will love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say this to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." Loving those who love you, but hating those who hate you is pretty normal for all of us. It's hard to imagine that the sun shines on the just and unjust equally. We secretly smile when those we consider unjust fail, but the gospel challenges us to more, to universal love, like the love of God. I imagine we don't have to go too far to find out who our enemies are or who we don't like. Our daily news surrounds us with enough. Those who disagree about vaccines, those who held Ottawa hostage for weeks, politicians we don't agree with, the terrible situation that Russia has put Ukraine and the rest of the world in. And then there are those who are closer to home. What personal slights have each of us endured? A playground bully, an abusive spouse or parent, someone in our workplace? We all have our wounds. Loving our enemies is one of the more difficult commandments because it's not an action that we do or don't do. It's an ideal to live up to. It's an attitude by which we approach life. I'm sure you've all heard this beautiful story of Nelson Mandela forgiving his persecutors who jailed him. The evening before his release from prison, Mandela was ushered into a secret meeting with South African President de Klerk, who told Mandela he would be a free man the next day. Mandela later wrote in his autobiography, "I deeply wanted to leave prison as soon as I could, but to do so on such short notice would not be wise." He asked for a week in order that his family and his organization could be prepared. Taken aback, de Klerk insisted that Mandela would have to leave the next day, whether he liked it or not. Apparently that night, Mandela sat down with his jailers and shared a whiskey with them. And as he left jail the next day, Mandela spoke the now famous words, "As I walked out the door towards the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I'd still be in prison." That is a life attitude. G.K. Chesterton said, "The Christian ideal has not been tried and found wanting. It has been found difficult and left untried." Reaching for that ideal is what we're called to do, especially in our world that's becoming more and more divisive. Blessings on your day.